Hey, what's going on, guys? So we are in phase 2, which is weeks 7 through 12. I'm super stoked about this whole phase because this is where we're going to be incorporating an actual meal plan with a specific amount of calories and macronutrients to really help you guys crush your goals and get the results that you want. So real quick, I just want to go over the meal plan and what calories and everything we're going to be using. We're going to be using an app called Precision Nutrition. It's very, very close to the calculation that a lot of dietitians use to help their clients understand and know the exact number of calories that they need for their body to operate efficiently. So it's very similar to that, but it goes a little further and it helps you understand how much of everything you need in each meal, all kinds of awesome stuff. So that's why I chose it. So what I want to do right now is walk you through kind of my results with the precision nutrition and how it breaks down. And I'm also going to make another video that is going to be right on your phone showing you the results sheet after you complete the calculation to figure out your total calories and macronutrients. So real quick, how it's calculated is by your age, your gender, your body weight, your height, your diet. So if you're following any kind of diet plan, it asks that question. So for example, if you're a vegetarian or a Mediterranean or something, you can choose that. But if you don't really have any restrictions on your diet or what you're eating, you can just go ahead and put anything. It also is going to ask you what your daily activity level is. Now this is not including your workouts and your fitness. This is what you do other than your workouts and fitness. So like what you do for work or what you do during the day. So if you're a desk worker, you might be sedentary on that activity level, but then you go and work out 7 days a week. So your fitness activity level is gonna be high, but your daily activity level is low. So make sure you know the difference and make sure you put in the best or the most accurate answer as possible. So like for me, I'm usually on my feet quite a lot during the day when I'm training clients and doing fit camps. So my activity level is pretty high, but I also work out probably about 6 or 7 days a week. So my fitness activity is also high. So it's gonna ask you how many times or how many hours I think total you're working out in a week. It's also gonna ask you what your activity level is. So just make sure you understand the difference. If you're somebody that works a desk or you're not super active during the day, make sure you put a lower activity level there, or else it's gonna have you at a higher calorie amount because you're burning more calories throughout the day. So my results are this. I'm just gonna break it down so you understand. Yours are gonna be completely different, but my total calories based off my assessment, my calculation, was 3,961 calories. And what's cool about it is you can choose how many meals you wanna put in there. So for me, I try and do about 3 actual meals throughout the day, and then I'll have at least 3 snacks. I usually have more than 3 snacks, but for this example, I'm just gonna use 3 meals, 3 snacks, which comes to a total of 6 meals. So when you put in the number of meals, make sure you include the number of snacks. Even though you're not actually eating 6 actual meals, it's just asking how many times you're gonna be eating in a day. So snacks plus meals is what we're gonna put for that. So my total calories divided by my number of meals, each meal I'm gonna try to hit about 660 calories, give or take a few calories, okay? So what that's gonna break down to with my percentages is my total protein for the day was 198, my total carbs was 432, my total fat was 132, and then I wanna have about 6 to 8 servings of vegetables. So when I break that down, all I'm gonna do is divide all that by 6, and this is what I'm trying to hit for each meal. So that's snacks and meals. Now, obviously, it's gonna be a little bit harder to get that much stuff in your snacks. So what I would suggest doing is adding probably 100 to 200 calories to your meals, and then subtracting 100 to 200 calories from your snacks. So, and you can only do that if you have the same amount of meals as snacks. So if I only had 3 meals and 2 snacks, I'm going to subtract, 100 calories from each meal, but I'm gonna have to, add 100 calories each meal, but I'm gonna have to subtract 150 from my snacks to equal 300 total. Does that make sense? 3 meals plus 100 calories, 300, 2 snacks minus 150 is 300. So you want to make up the difference. So typically your snack's going to be a little smaller, but then all you have to do is divide out the difference. So, you know, if you added 100 calories, you're at 760, and you subtracted 100 from your snacks, that's 560. Divide 560 by 760, and you're going to get a percentage. It's going to be, let's say, 80%. So what I'm going to do is just take 80% of, 33, and that's going to give me roughly how many macronutrients I need for my snacks. Now, it's going to give you a couple different options for serving sizes. So a really, really easy way to do it, it's going to have right on there like just using your hand for all your portions. So, for example, the palm of your hand in thickness and in size for your protein serving. So think of your chicken breast and your turkey. It's going to use your hand as a serving size, and usually that's roughly about 20 to 30 grams of protein. So I'm almost going to have my full serving there. Now what you could do is, instead of using your hand for the measurements for your carbs, fats, proteins, and veggies, I would just punch it into your MyFitnessPal app, because we've been using that all along the program already. So what you can do is just, type in a generic amount like 6 ounces of chicken, find out how many grams of protein it is. It comes out to be, let's say, 28 grams of protein. Maybe all I'm gonna have to do is maybe add an ounce. So I'll try to do 7 ounces of chicken with my meals. Does that make sense? So what you're trying to do is just punch in to your MyFitnessPal what you're eating, and then adjust your serving sizes until you're as close as possible to your macronutrient needs. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. Obviously, we're just trying to get as close to what your body needs as possible in splitting up those macronutrients and total calories. There's going to be some give or take on everything that you do. That's fine, as long as you're getting the total numbers as close as you can. That's the whole goal here. Now, there's going to be some leeway. So if after a couple weeks of trying this, if you don't notice, if you're not getting closer to your goal, like you're not losing as much weight as you maybe want to, what we're going to do is adjust it a little bit. Now, you don't want to make drastic adjustments, but let's say, I'm trying to lose some weight and I'm eating this amount of calories, I'm not losing any weight. What I'm going to do for the next week is I'm going to subtract about 250 calories, and then I'm going to redo my totals and adjust my meal plan accordingly. Now, when you redo your totals, when you subtract that 250, you don't really want to take it from your protein. You're going to take it from your carbs and your fats. So just adjust those two according to subtracting that 250 calories, okay? Because we still want to make sure we're getting enough protein to build the muscle and maintain our muscle mass. Not to mention, the more muscle we have, the more calories we're going to burn in a day. So that's going to help us be able to obviously lose the weight better. The more protein we're getting, the more muscle mass we can build. So this is kind of the overview of the Precision Nutrition meal plan. So, in the last phase, we learned how to meal prep. We started getting into the routine of having, breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks. Now all we're going to do is kind of critique that and get it into the right portion sizes. So that's the whole idea here. You're still going to be able to pick and choose the foods from the list that we included from the Precision Nutrition list. So the good, the moderate, and the bad stuff. So make sure you're trying to choose as much foods from the good list as possible, a little bit from the moderate, from the yellow, and then create your meal plan from there, and then just add it in your MyFitnessPal and get your percentages or your grams set. Once you understand how much ounces and what serving sizes you need, it's going to be so much easier when you go to meal prep. You'll know exactly what to put in. Try to get maybe just a few different options for meals. That way you're not constantly going in MyFitnessPal and punching in all the ingredients and trying to adjust and figure out how many calories and how many grams of protein and all that stuff. My suggestion would be to have a couple different options for your lunches, dinners, and breakfasts, and try to stick to those options. That way it's just going to make it so much easier when you go to meal prep. After like a week or two of doing it, you're going to know exactly how much to use of everything to hit your targets. So I'm going to also include the video of the actual screen of my results page. So hopefully these two will give you plenty of information to get you started on phase 2. If you have any other questions, just reach out on the Facebook group and ask me whatever questions you have. I cannot wait to get this phase started. Good luck, you guys, and we'll see you soon. See you later.